Hey, what's up? This is Jake from Chess Nakama, your friend in chess. And today we are going to look back at the match in the last round of the Tata Steel Chess Masters 2026 between Arjun Erigaisi versus the tournament winner Nodirbek Abdusattorov. Here we have Arjun Erigaisi playing white while Nodirbek Abdusattorov is playing black. E4 by Arjun, E5 by Nodirbek, knight f3, at c6, bishop c4, bishop c5. Here we have the Yuko piano in the Italian game, and Arjun played here b4, the Evans Gambit. Very interesting by Arjun in the last round playing the Gambit. Let's see what happens here. Abdusattorov takes a pawn on d4, c3, bishop a5, and d6 attacking the center by Arjun. Nodirbek goes d6, defending the pawn here. Queen b3 by Arjun. Now, this is the idea of the Evans Gambit being able to be aggressive in this diagonal here, attacking his weak f7 pawn by black. Now, Nodirbek goes queen d7, defending the pawn here. Castles. Bishop b6 by Nodirbek, looking at this pawn. Knight b d2 by Arjun. Now, the purpose of this knight d2 move is to defend this bishop. Should knight e5, porking the queen and both the bishops, so queen can just move back, and this bishop has a defender on knight b2. Here we have knight a5 by Nodirbek. The pork, queen c2 by Arjun. Knight takes the bishop, knight takes knight, and here queen c6, attacking the knight by Nodirbek, and the knight did not go back but captures the bishop on b6. A takes b6, and here d takes e5, he takes a5, knight captures e5, attacking the queen. Nodirbek moves his queen to e6, counter-attacking the knight, and the knight is defended by the e4 pawn. Here, black continued to play knight f6, developing move, and then looking to castle on the king side. c4 by Arjun. Castles now by Nodirbek. Bishop b2. This is looking good for the dark square bishop by white. Queen e7, making space for black's light square bishop. a4 by Arjun here. Knight in7, knight f3, f6, blunting is diagonal for white's dark square bishop. And here rook f e1 by Arjun, defending the pawn. Probably going to looking to push this pawn on e5. Knight c5. Now this square is very good as an outpost for this black's knight here. Looking at a4 and e4 squares. e5 by Arjun. f5 by Nodirbek. Knight d4. Knight e6. Looking to trade knight and attack the pawn. Arjun captures the f5 pawn. And here, queen f7 by Nodirbek, double attacking the knight and this pawn right here. The knight moves back to e3. Knight takes f4 by Nodirbek. Knight e5. Bishop e6 by Nodirbek develops his light square bishop and attacking this knight on d5 and the pawn on c4. Knight takes knight. Queen takes f4. And here we have rook a d1. Now you're maybe wondering, this pawn right here, this can be taken by black, right? This pawn is both attacked by the queen and the bishop. And the only defender of this c4 pawn is the queen. Well, in this position right here, black is ahead. He is he has a slight advantage for over white, but if he takes this pawn, this is actually a mistake. Even though we black has an idea here, if black takes this with the bishop, this is a mistake though. But if white is not careful here, let's just say white can go d4, double attacking the bishop and the queen, or e4 maybe. Let's say e4, and black can go queen f1 check. White has to take with the rook and just recapture with the rook, and white is GG. And yeah, but for white here, what what does white? Why is this an advantage for white here? Why is this move giving away black's advantage here for white? All right, so if bishop takes the c4 pawn, then white can go e6, rook a e8 defending, and here white can go bishop c1 attacking the queen on f4. Queen has to go to h4 because he has to look after his bishop right here, and e7 by white attacking the rook. Rook has to go to f7, and then it is only now that white can go e4, double attacking the queen and the bishop. So this is really not a good idea by black taking his pawn here. And Nodirbek saw that, and he goes rook a d8, offering a rook's exchange, which Arjun obliged. Rook takes rook, and bishop c1 by Arjun, attacking the queen. Queen goes to h4, rook e4 by Arjun, queen e7 by Nodirbek. Rook moves back one square to e3, queen c5, pinning the rook to the king by Nodirbek, h3, making space for white's king in case of in check. Rook d4 now, adding more attacker on the c4 pawn. This pawn is looking sad now. Bishop a3 attacks the queen, and here we have a little tactic by by black. Queen d1 check. Now this looks like a sacrifice, but it's not actually. If white takes this rook here, then queen can take the rook on e3 with a check. At the same time, his bishop is gonna fall on the next knee. So king f2 by Arjun. Rook f1. Nodirbek is not letting go of his advantage here. Rook f1. King takes the rook. Queen takes the rook on e3. Bishop b2 by Arjun, defending this pawn right here. Queen goes back to c5. King e2. This king is looking to support these pawns right here. And here it's too late for the king. Bishop takes the c4 pawn. Well, a check. King d2. Queen f2 check by Nodirbek. King goes to c3. And here in this position right here, Nodirbek evaluated this, and he's probably thinking, I'm way ahead in this game, and I'm gonna change queens and go for a better ending. There it is. Queen takes queen, king takes queen, and king l7. Now, black is better here, so much better than white. White has two pawns that are isolated, and these pawns are just the weakness for white. And this bishop right here cannot protect this pawn on e5 forever. So Arjun decided to go e6 check, sacrificing, not really sacrificing, but he can take this pawn right here should king takes e6, which happened in the game. King take e6. He cannot really take with You cannot take with a bishop here, because if you take, as I say, black takes the e6 pawn, then white can go e6. Attacking the c7 pawn. Pawn has to go forward. Bishop c7. And attacking, there's another pawn. Pawn b5. Capture, capture, and black has two double pawns. I mean, double pawns right here. And according to the engine, this is a draw ending. So yeah, Nodirbek captured e6 pawn. Arjun captured the g7 pawn, and here Nodirbek went for bishop f1. One of these pawns will fall. G3 by Arjun captures. King c3. King d5 now. These kings are looking to support their pawns here on this side of the board. Now queen v4 by white. Bishop f1. Looking at this diagonal here by Nodirbek. Bishop f6 by Arjun. c5 with a check. King b3. And here we have b5. Captures. Capture with a bishop. Bishop e7. King c6. Bishop f6. Bishop e2. Bishop e7. And d5. These pawns are connected now. It's only a matter of time that black pushes its pawns here. But anyway, Arjun tried f6. Bishop f6. b4. King a4. King b6. Checks the king. King goes with a6. Bishop b. King b3, rather. And here, bishop d3. This is the point of the game where Arjun just accepted his fate and resigned in this game. So yeah, what a way to end the tournament here by Nodirbek Abdusattorov, cementing his position at the top and winning the tournament. A big congratulations to the champion, Nodirbek Abdusattorov, after winning the London Chess Classic late last year. Now, he won another big event in the Tata Steel Masters 2026. Nodirbek is on a roll now. He has another event coming up, I believe, being able to win the play-in slot for the Freestyle Chess FIDE 2026 World Championship in Westinghouse, Germany. And if you did not see the play-in qualification match with Nodirbek, I actually have it here on my channel. Go watch it if you are interested. Yep, that's it. Thank you for watching and have fun playing chess.